Hey guys, it's Rocky with Natural State Taxidermy. This week I have a project I thought would make a good, simple DIY how to fix a deer antler that's broken, a tine. I'm going to mount this deer today, and this tine here is broken off. This is a super duper simple fix. A couple little things that you need to fix it. You need to get a drill and a drill bit. Go get a clothes hanger. Cut it to size, however much you're gonna have to fix. So I'll figure I'll be fixing about 4 to 5 inches here, maybe 4 inches. But what you do here is you pre-drill your hole down in your antler. Now the main thing about this, most dangerous part, is make sure you go straight down. If you go at an angle, you'll kick out the side of the antler, you'll put a hole in it, or something, or don't drill too far where you come out the bottom. You just want to go deep enough to where this thing sits in there, a couple, 2 or 3 inches. And then you slide their piece of wire in there, okay? So that's your base foundation. That's what you're going to use to rebuild your antler with. What you're actually going to use to rebuild the antler is a 2-part epoxy sculpt. You can buy it at any taxidermy supply company. I get a lot of these from McKinsey, but you can get them anywhere. Any taxidermy supply company is going to carry a 2-part epoxy sculpt. They have a ton of different colors. I go with just a natural color. I feel like it blends well for what I use it for on whitetail deer. So that's pretty much where we're going to be at there. We're going to fix that, and then we're going to come back and I'll show you how to go from there. Okay guys, so I'm back. I just went and got my super glue and some water. This is what we're going to use. I already pre-mixed my epoxy. I got a spot probably the size of a ping pong ball. Don't think I'm going to need much more. So where I'm at here, what I've done so far is I super glued, put just a little bit of super glue down in my hole, slid my cut clothes hanger down into the hole, okay? So that's all I've done so far. And I pre-mixed my epoxy. So all I'm going to do here is kind of roll it around into a strip. Say, like that, okay? So when this stuff dries, it hardens like a rock, okay? So I'm gonna just mold it on here, on how big I want my antler to be. So I know that's where how big my antler is gonna be. So I'll actually use the rest of this on another time. I'm gonna fix here in a minute, but so that's, if I were to spin it around, that's what it's going to look like. But what I'm going to do here, while I got the water, is I'm going to pull that around that clothes hanger, and kind of squeeze it in there. So what I'm using as reference is the other side of the antler, okay? So I see it's kind of wider on the base. So, and you want it to overlay onto the antler just a little. I mean just a very, very, very little bit. Not much at all. Okay? But you don't want a hard crease in there where you bend it around that wire, or you don't want a lot of big runs. So what that water does with the epoxy allows you to smooth it out. Get a really nice smooth look to that epoxy, okay? And then you kind of twist it on the wire, kind of smooth it out. Give you that good smooth look that you're going for. So I'm kind of working on it, trying to get that point where I want it. You don't want like a big fat bulge in it, unless it has a bulge. You kind of want it symmetrical. So you just kind of look at that other antler and kind of play it out on size wise, and try to just imagine what this antler would have looked like before it was broken off, you know. It's pretty simple. You can give it a little character, kind of do whatever you think it needs. I mean, that's pretty much done there. And now you've got a perfectly symmetrical 10-point deer. Took me less than 10 minutes to do this. Of course, I'm going to spend a little more time fine-tuning this, smoothing it out. But I mean, that's as far as how it works. Super simple, guys. Don't overthink it. It's not hard to do. Anybody can do it. If you got a deer you want to do this too. If you have a deer on the wall, it's got broke tines, you always thought would be cool. I mean, you can fix them however you want. So anyway, that's my natural state taxidermy tip of the week. You guys feel free to like and subscribe to my taxidermy channel, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will answer them in the comments. Thank you, guys.